Assalamualaikum, my dear students. Hope you are doing very well by the grace of Almighty Allah. This is Khaleda, Akter, distinct teacher of Social Science, National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. So my dear students of class 4, today I am going to take a Bangladeshi and Global Studies class for you, and this is class number 12. So dear students, without any further ado, let's start the class. So at first open the board to see the topic which we are going to do today. So we are going to do the reading done of chapter 13 from your annual term syllabus, and this is the name of the chapter. The name of the chapter is Population of Bangladesh. So what is the name of the chapter? This is Population of Bangladesh. Dear students, please open your book to page number 66. And today we will do only the lesson 1, and the name of lesson 1 is the population growth tendency in Bangladesh. The population growth tendency in Bangladesh. So students, we all know what is population. Actually, the total people of a country is population, and the population of Bangladesh means the people who are living in our country by born, and the rest of the things also related. So they are actually called the population of Bangladesh. So in first lesson we will do the what is the tendency, that means what is the growth tendency of population in our country. We will do the reading done. Before doing the reading done, let's have a look in the scenario of previous population in country based, year based. In first one, this is the year of 1974. The total population was 7 crore 64 lakh, and then in 1981 it increased 8 crore 99 lakh. In 1991 it also increased 11 crore 14 lakh, 2001 12 crore 93 lakh, 2011 14 crore 97 lakh, and 2019 16 crore 55 lakh. That means throughout the years the population growth is actually increasing. This is the increasing tendency of our country, which is actually in based of year. We are finding that every year some population has increased in the total population of the country. So why population is increasing and what are the problems, what are the scenery we will know in this lesson. The first one is population increase. Read the figures for population in Bangladesh from the census conducted previously. So we have read this topic. They also say the same thing to focus in the scenario what is the population, and according to the census which was actually done in previously years, you will see that our population has nearly doubled over 45 years. So if we find out from 1974 to 2019, around 25 years, the population scenario has increased. It actually becomes twice. That means in 1974 it was 7 crore, and in 2019 we will find that it becomes 16 crore. That means it's almost more than twice, but average we can say this is actually become doubled of the previous population. The growth rate is now 1.33% per year. So population here, the population growth rate is 1.33% per year. That means every year 1.33% population is getting added with the total population of the country, which has actually been lower than 3% of 1970. Actually in 1970 the population growth was 3%, but right now it is 1.33%. Based on this year, it is actually this is not that increased, but it is lower than 1970. But if we look at the scenario, now population is 16 crore. So out of 16 crore, it becomes when 1.33% population. That means we are getting a large amount of population which has been increased and which has been added with the total population of our country. Although our growth rate has started to decline, we are still faced with overpopulation because of the rapid growth rate in the past. So what is the sentence? Although our growth rate has started to decline, but what is the scenario? We are still faced with overpopulation because of the rapid growth rate in the past. As there is rapid growth rate in our previous years, so that is why we are still facing the overpopulation. That means the problems of overpopulation. Okay. Now population density. Now we will have a look here to find out the population density. Population density means the number of people per square kilometer, because our size of course does not change. That means our size of people has not been changed. Our density becomes more severe with time. because when we have 1,47,570 square kilometers space in our country, but based on that space we don't have extra space to keep our people here or keep our people that place. So as our place is not that much, or that is actually certain, so that is why as people are increasing, so it becomes a jam of people actually. That means it becomes overpopulated area. In 2018 the density was 1,116 people per square kilometers. So in 2018, this is the statistics of 2018, and in 2018 we found 1,116 people per square kilometers. If we think about right now, it's about 2021, so the scenario will be increasing, right? Now if we compare these figures internationally, Bangladesh is the 10th most densely populated country in the world. So if we compare these figures internationally, that means with the rest of the countries of the world, so we will find that Bangladesh is the 10th most densely populated country in the world. After Singapore is third and Hong Kong is fourth. India is 33rd and Pakistan is 56th. That means we know India has a people around more than 100 crore, but as the space of India is very larger, so that is why this becomes 33rd and Pakistan becomes 56th. Okay. So now we will find out negative effects of population density. What are the negative effects? We have to face various problems often due to huge population. For example, what type of problem we will find here? Let's have a look. So the first one is people cannot get enough work. So this is the first one. People cannot get enough work. And second one is they cannot buy enough food. So this is the second one. And the third one, they cannot send their children to school. As we know, we have some rights in our society. So if we think about work, so that is a part of right, food, education, so all of the things are rights. Okay, they cannot get medical support, that means this is a part of treatment. So treatment. And then there are increasing crime rates in society, so this is a question of security. Okay, this is a question of security, and it is difficult to keep the environment free from pollution. That means to keep the environment cool and healthy, this is also a part of right. So in these terms we are getting problem, or we are facing problems. Okay, so now what are the problems? People cannot get enough work, they cannot buy enough food, they cannot send their children to school, they cannot get medical support, there are increasing crime rates in society. It's difficult to keep the environment free from pollution. So these are the problems we are facing in terms of our rights of the society because of overpopulation. So dear students, we will try to find out the answer here in page number 67. Go to page number 67, and in here speak portion, there is a portion speak, discuss with the whole class the effects of overpopulation. So we have to discuss as we will do in our class, in our live classes. So I am also explaining here in a brief what is the common size of a family. So right now in our country, most of the time it becomes 4 or 5. Okay, most of the time we have now nuclear family. So this is the scenario. Maybe we will find 4 or 5 members in a family average on an average. What are the effects of transport? So what are the effects of transport? We know, because whenever if we have a look in Dhaka city, we will find that all of the transport are full of population. That means they are overloaded with people. And here, what are the effects on housing? So although we have urbanization process in a building, we are making lots of floors, and we are making arrangement for carrying lots of people in one building. But although we have this, we are also facing shortage of housing system. Can people afford to keep the environment clean? No, people cannot afford to keep the environment clean because of lots of people who are not that much conscious. Okay, so in pairs, make a list of the effects of overpopulation. Now we have to make a list of overpopulation on jobs. On jobs, what type of things we will find? We will find less work. Suppose we have lots of work, but we have more than people, so that is why all of the people are not getting work, so that is why we have less work. On food, we have a shortage of food. We have a shortage of food. On education, we cannot afford to get our child educated, so shortage of educated, or we cannot send school properly. Cannot send child school. Okay, it will be enough. On health, shortage of treatment facility. So this is the another one, treatment facility. Okay, and on the environment is polluted, so we can say polluted. This is polluted. So now we have to, in section number C, make a graph showing population growth. So how we can find out this? In 74, the population was 7 crores, so the graph will be like this. In 81, it becomes 8 crores, so it will be like this. Sorry, we can figure this out right like this. It becomes this. And then when 91, it becomes 11 crore. And in 2001, it becomes 12 crore. And in 14 crore becomes in 2011. So this is the scenery, boys and girls. If we now find out what are the dots and when place or in which place the scenery has been gone. So this is the tendency of population. So this is the actually graph. That means in 74 the population was here, but in 2011 population has become here. If you think about 19, so it will be upper, maybe here, and now 2021 maybe it can be here. Okay, so this is the scenery, and it is the tendency is actually increasing tendency. So now we will find out what is the total population of Bangladesh in 2019. In 2019 population was 16 crore 55 lakh. The annual growth rate is now what? Annual growth rate is 1.33%. Population density is 1116. We are the 10th most densely populated country in the world. So dear students, this is the actually fill in the blanks for you to do SW. So we have SW number is 10, and this is from your page number 67. Fill in the blanks, page number 67. So this is the fill in the blanks you have to do as an SW, and you have to submit this by Saturday. So my dear students, hope you have understood today's class. In our next class we will be coming with a new topic. Till then, stay safe. Assalamualaikum.